something you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud.
That men, their whole life was taught how to treat a woman and not what to expect from a woman. But women were taught their whole life what to expect from a man, but not how to treat a man.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today from Alpha Central titled "Woman has a one-night stand with a pro athlete and then gets rejected." And you can't help but think that it's about time stories like these have a happy ending. Today's video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
I finally made it to New York City!
Hey ladies, shut the
It's honestly nice to hear people finally telling these women to close their mouths. It really does go to show how little people care about the minor travel arrangements of women who think their worth is tied to their follow account.
Do you remember when you promised me at my birthday you are going to give me the Chanel bag?
Okay, but that's when we were together, love. Like, you broke up with me?
Yeah, but a promise is a promise.
Okay, so what do you want?
I came here to get my handbag.
A modern woman's memory is surprisingly sharp when it comes to receiving gifts, but ask the exact same woman her man's birth date and she will fly off the handle, mark my words.
Your handbag? Yeah, but we broke up 6 months ago.
Doesn't matter. We break up 6 months ago. You told me in my birthday you are going to give me the handbag.
Yeah, when we were together. We're not together anymore, so it doesn't matter. Like, when we're not together anymore, so why? Yeah, like, I don't understand why you're here.
If we are together or not together, that doesn't matter. But you make a promise, and I always keep my word when I'm say something, and you should do too. You told me you are going to give me in my birthday the handbag.
Yeah,
So
I said that I'll get you a handbag when we were like boyfriend and girlfriend. We're not together anymore. We're not in anything anymore. So, but now you've come to me in my house saying to me, "Hey, where's my bag?"
Of course.
This is the kind of logic that only makes sense in the eyes of a modern woman. She thinks she can just break this man's heart and still expect him to buy her things because a promise is a promise.
You guys have kids?
Not together.
That's still beautiful, man. You accept her kids? Yeah, she accepts yours?
He doesn't have
You don't have any? You want one? Are you gonna give him one? How old are you?
Oh, you know why? I'm 39.
39? You got 2 hours left.
It is incredibly unfair how she disregards his want to have a child, and yet she still expects him to be financially responsible for her children. She's not even willing to entertain the idea. She just, shrugs it off as if it's no big deal to him.
How would you treat a patient who has blood sugar levels high?
I will just tell him not to eat sugar. If he is not having sugar, then where is the problem? Same thing with marriage. If you don't get married, where there is marriage problem? That is why my father used to tell always, no woman, no cry. So no sugar problem.
Her face shows that she was not anticipating that answer. Even though the answer to her question was so painfully obvious, she couldn't handle the truth that if you don't eat sugar, you will not have a sugar problem.
So you broke up with him. So give me one thing he did wrong in a relationship and one thing you did wrong in a relationship.
Okay, one thing he did wrong versus one thing I did wrong.
Yep.
One thing I did wrong was be myself.
Oh, dang. She don't want to take accountability.
She has absolutely no idea what she's talking about when she said that she was herself. Most of these modern women are straight up carbon copies of each other. There is not a single shred of individuality to be found.
So you're telling me that these dudes pay money for roses so they can send them to me to increase their chances of having a conversation with me?
Yeah. I hear that's how it's supposed to work. So what's the problem?
But I don't get a cut of that?
It always comes down to money with these women. They go on and on about wanting emotional availability and romance, but at the end of the day, they just want a man to pay them money. At least this one is honest about it.
What? I'm sorry, is one expecting to get paid for one's time in regards to one's interactions with men? There's a word for that.
Hinge keeps that? Hinge takes these dudes' money and pockets it? That's unethical. Don't get a dime.
Now let's think really hard about what exactly it's called when a woman gets paid for her time when it comes to interactions with men in the social setting.
It's unethical for a dating app to take a man's money and not give a woman a cut, but it's perfectly fine for a woman to make a man buy her dinner when she's hungry, even though she has no interest in him whatsoever. These women have zero self-awareness.
What's so funny?
Fat doctor over here asked which one is the patient.
The doctor has to do his job. If you have two overweight people in your office and only one of them is looking for weight loss, it is better to ask than make the wrong assumption. But if the shoe fits, you might as well wear it.
What's something you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
That men, their whole life was taught how to treat a woman and not what to expect from a woman. But women were taught their whole life what to expect from a man, but not how to treat a man.
And the sad part is if a man does say this out loud, he will get crucified in the court of social media for thinking that he deserves to expect anything from a woman. The sense of entitlement has gotten incredibly far out of hand.
You're quite feisty, innit?
I guess, yeah.
You ever had a fight before?
Yeah.
So would you say you're quite freaky?
What, like mentally or?
No, we're not talking about your mental health. Right? So you're right.
But it matters, guys. It matters.
Oh, you're one of these. Getting away from me. It's making it long. It's making it long.
I'm doing so many steps.
The ones who say that mental health matters are the same ones who will completely disregard men when they try and make their own perspectives known.
Do you want to tell me who the hell Rachel is?
No, it's Jack.
No, it isn't. Someone named Rachel is calling your phone right now.
No, it's Jack.
Who is she?
Answer it. It's Jack.
Oh, it is? Okay, let's see. Hello? Oh, hi, Jack. Yeah, here he is. Why is Jack's name Rachel on your phone?
Because if it said Jack was calling, then you wouldn't have brought me my phone, would you?
You have to admit, that's a pretty funny prank, but you know, she's not laughing. She's already trying to figure out a way to call him a narcissist for this joke.
Do you remember meeting a woman named Sylvia at a wedding recently?
Yeah. I'm not surprised she called the radio station.
You're not? Okay, because most of the time people are surprised to be in this situation. But so she called us and told us that she met you at a wedding and liked you. Did mention that you guys hooked up. That was about it. Said that she's reached out to you. You haven't responded. You said you'd call. You haven't. So what's the story? Why aren't you surprised that she'd call us?
Yeah, Sylvia was cool, and we met at this wedding, and we had a nice time. It was all normal. But the problem was, I'm not surprised because she actually ended up telling everyone at the wedding what happened between us.
That is a massive breach of trust. This isn't just some random complaining from a modern woman on TikTok. This is a woman who's now embarrassing a man to his friends and his family. This is unacceptable behavior.
I woke up the next day and I got all these texts from my friends and from people at the wedding. Apparently, she took a picture of me while sleeping and then texted guests who slept over to about 8 different people.
What? A picture of you?
Yeah.
I mean, are you decent in this picture? I know you're sleeping, but you had no idea this picture was taken. Like, what sort of picture are we talking about?
Oh, it was just me sleeping. I mean, it's not like some sexy picture, but yeah, she basically told everyone that we spent the night together, which was a huge turnoff to me. I mean, that's really weird.
Because who in the girl chat is leaking the information? Like leaking that information. That's the problem.
No, it's not.
Right,
the problem is the picture.
Let's not act like this doesn't happen.
What?
This woman is honestly thinking that the issue here is that the information got out to the family. There is absolutely zero consideration for the man whose privacy was violated for virtually zero reason.
Do you want to know why he's not texting you right now?
Is it just me, or does it seem like modern women oftentimes just have no lives? They can't understand that men have hobbies and other things that they like to do that don't involve waiting for her to text them a 3-worded message that is grossly misspelled. You have to respect that man for sticking to his guns here. No man should ever tolerate the pure disrespect that comes from a woman's friend zone, and you shouldn't put yourself there in the first place.
Time I call, I need some money. So as long as he constantly giving me money, I'm good.
How about him actually giving time to his child? Isn't that worth more than money? He has to pay to be a father?
I mean, I feel like if he don't give money, everything else irrelevant. It don't even matter how much time you give. If he ain't giving the money, then at that point, to me, you a deadbeat.
Somewhere in the world. Child Protective Services, foster homes all over America. Them kids want a daddy. They don't care how much money he comes with, if they got the PS5 or not. Just the fact that having a father to love them, those kids want their daddy. Now this woman is here saying that if this man doesn't fork over some money, now all of a sudden he's the deadbeat. I'm going to pray for this woman, ladies and gentlemen. We need to pray for women like this so they can see the way. Lord Jesus, please.
It's incredibly tragic how there are divorced single mothers who think that the fathers should have to pay money in order to spend time with their children. It really shows where her priorities are at in life.
Do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say like 6.
Why 6?
Because there's so many more pretty girls here.
Yeah, but you shouldn't compare yourself to others. It's your scale.
If I'm being honest, like I feel like I don't look that good right now. Like,
okay. On your best day.
I could look better. Okay, on my best day, maybe an 8. 9, 8.5.
With so many videos of modern women rating themselves with such a delusional track record, it's almost a shock to the system when a modern woman answers that question with anything less than an 8.
Okay. Today we're going to see if AI agrees with you, okay?
Oh. Oh.
First off, let's get a fit check. Go ahead, take a little cute selfie.
Wait, it's inverted.
It is inverted.
Okay.
All right, what do you think AI is going to give you?
I think AI is going to give me like probably a 5 or 6.
A 5 or 6? It gave you a 4.9.
Oh my god.
Based on that photo.
You caught me on my worst day.
Do you guys think AI is tripping, or do you think that's a valid rating?
The AI pretty much agreed with her assessment, and yet she's shocked that's the case.
How much money is in your bank account? Because men just love to spend money on me.
Okay.
I feel like he's a bit of a baller shot caller.
Oh, we love ballers.
We love ballers.
Actually, I'm a millionaire.
Whoa. Stop.
I am a millionaire. 13 million Korean won.
The funny thing is, if he actually kept the currency out of the equation, she would have believed that he actually had millions of dollars in a bank account. But he clearly has more integrity than that.
Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. Does that make sense at all? Meaning, really, we want you somewhere, like in the dwelling, just not here, like just like around the corner, in the vents. You can sit in the vent, I don't care if you want to watch me, but in the on the roof, anywhere, but just not in front of me, trying to be my friend. What you doing? What you doing? Watching baseball? Why you watching baseball by yourself? How come you didn't get me up? You snuck out of bed. Why'd you didn't get me up? I want to watch baseball with you. What you doing? Why you down here by yourself? Move over, move your leg off that ottoman where it's comfortable so I can sit next to you and wrap my leg around your leg and some weird I love you hot vine.
What a lot of these women don't understand is that men actually need to be alone sometimes. It is nothing personal, but even when a man just wants to be left alone, she still figures out a way to make it about her, of course.
How much you weigh?
145.
145? Well, I'm the weight scale guy.
Okay.
Can I weigh you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you want to weigh me?
First, I'll do the scale, then I'll pick you up.
Okay.
Hold this. Hold up, primo. What's going on?
Scale? What we weighing? Goddamn me.
You better weigh them toes.
Oh my goodness.
Go for it.
Hey, man. Hey. No mames.
You said 145?
That's what it was this morning.
Oh.
She lied.
150.
That's okay.
It is quite refreshing to see a modern woman not completely fly off the handle the second a man asks her how much she weighs. We see that all too often in videos nowadays, so credit is due for this woman.
Since you want to do it to me, I'm gonna do it to you. If there were 10 handsome men in the room, would you still choose me?
Yes.
How would you know they're handsome? That means you're looking at them. And since this is just a hypothetical question, what do these men even look like in your imagination?
No.
See, you answered wrong, bro. If you cheated on me, would you tell me?
Yes, I would tell you because.
So you're planning to cheat on me, and you want to break up. That's what you're saying, basically.
No, I'm just
That's
saying.
what she's saying, though.
This is something men in relationships have to deal with all of the time. They are constantly being set up in these no-win scenarios with the only purpose being to create as much meaningless drama as physically possible.
Start thinking outside of the box now.
What is my toxic trait? Wrong. Took too long. It was supposed to say none, bro. See, why are you taking too long?
What if I was gonna say no? I was gonna say you were sassy, to be honest.
Okay, see, that's a great last question. Y'all can decide, too. Am I the hot one in the relationship or the funny one?
I say you're the hot one. I'm pretty funny.
So I'm not funny?
I'm funnier, you know
So
that.
you're trying to say I never make
Tell
you
them
laugh?
I'm funnier, dude. You know I'm funnier.
Funnier?
Tell
Bro.
them.
At least give them a word that's something in the
Okay, tell
dictionary.
them I'm...
Funnier is not even in the
What is
dictionary.
the word then?
More funny.
Tell them I'm more funny than you.
You're not, though.
Tell them right now. Tell them. Tell them!
It is quite hilarious how these women are completely blind to the double standard they set with this line of questioning. She has taken so much offense with this, it is unreal.
She says to me, "Why do you hate women so much?" I replied, "I love women. My daughter, my mother, my girlfriend, my loyal female friends. But let me ask you a question. If you're acquiring a new car, would you expect the odometer to be low? Of course. If you're buying a new car, you want 0 miles on it. Why? Because miles on the odometer is indicative that it has been driven before."
It's always a go-to accusation with modern women. Anytime men point out their hypocrisy and double standards, her immediate reaction is to say that this man dislikes women, even if his point is valid.
Or if you're acquiring a used car, what is the most important factor? She says, low mileage. Then she stopped, caught herself, looked at me and said, "Okay, I get it now."
There are plenty of women out here who will hear this argument and say that mileage doesn't matter because she's a high-end automobile with 3 kids and a criminal record.
The last date you went on?
6 months ago.
How was it?
Terrible.
What happened?
He's bad at bed.
He's bad at bed. Let's go! Daughter, close your ears. Why was it bad? Oh, he had a little pecker. How big? I like that. How big do you need? You said it needs to go in? God damn! Like, so no. When is it in for you? This is in? Here's the thing, no disrespect. You might have a cavernous cooch. The problem maybe.
I'm telling you guys, people have become way too comfortable talking about their private lives. There was a time when this kind of conversation was between trusted individuals. Now it's just in the comedy folder.
I'd take you out on a date. Who's paying?
You.
There we go.
No, but would you say to Ginge, "I expect you to pay before the date"?
Never.
You wouldn't. Yeah.
Never. Well, no, but you think it.
Yeah.
There we go.
You asked me to come out my house. I've applied my wig, my face, everything.
Oh,
you might as well.
so I've forced you to come out of your house. You didn't want to come out of your house to see me. And do you know what, Nella? We're done.
Whenever a modern woman makes the argument that a man has to pay because she had to get ready for the date with clothes and makeup, it's so absurd because she's saying she's only really using the man at that point.
I am 41 years old, single, without kids, living in a van outside my mom's house. But I'm on the next chapter of my life. I'm currently building a tiny home next door, like literally next door to my mom. This is my tiny home I'm building, and it's literally next door to my mom's house. This is my mom. Mom, you happy that I'm moving next door?
Yeah.
You can see the shame and disappointment on her mother's face. Her daughter has nothing to show her for 41 years of life except for a van and a ramshackle mess on her mother's property.
Look at that. This is how people literally have to ring the doorbell. This doesn't make any sense.
In terms of how much I've saved on keeping things the way they are and necessities only, I have saved upwards of $45,000.
We live like we're poor, but I know Terrence has money.
My family is always asking me, how much money do we have? So I let them look at something that shows them how much money we have. I have 16 accounts. But the minute my family finds out where they are, they're going to be asking for money. I tell them, okay, we only have such and such amount of money, and that's here under home account. When they leave, I go here. There are 10 accounts that no one knows about. In my credit union account, there's $21,000. There's $19,679. That's at the bank. And this is the one that has $113,978.
There are countless women out there who see this and immediately think that the father is a horrible human being. Yet these are the same modern housewives who insist on having a secret bank account that's to be used in the event that she wants to get a divorce.
You guys, all I have to say is get yourself a pro athlete.
No! God, please, no! No!
Look what he got me today. Today was like our first date. He had this for me in his car. Oh, also let me just say he opened the door for me every single time. Opened and closed the door for me. Like his car door.
These women honestly think that men who open doors are some of the most romantic men to ever walk the earth, when it's really a gesture that means literally next to nothing. It's just being kind so the next person doesn't run into the door.
You guys, what did I do to deserve this? You guys, no guy has ever treated me like this. Like, I know, people don't really know, but, all I've ever dealt with is being cheated on, being disrespected, literally being told I'm not good enough, being told I'm not pretty enough.
She doesn't realize the kind of gift bags these guys are usually getting are free promotional gift bags that they almost have zero use for. He wasn't giving her a present, he was just unloading some unwanted stuff.
Imagine me. I'm a bad. I got my life together. I have a house. Well, not a house, a condo. I bought it myself. I have a dog. I raised her. I pay for her food. I pay for her vet bills. I have a car. I pay for my car insurance. I pay for everything. I pay for my clothes. I pay for gas. I go to work. I have a wonderful job that I honestly truly love. I go to the gym. I work on myself. I work on myself mentally. And you're telling me that at the age of 24, I'm crying over a man. When I have everything I need in my life, I have everything I've ever dreamed for, and I'm here crying over a man. Why? Why am I like this?
The answer to that query is really quite easy. A lot of modern women these days, unfortunately, are incredibly self-absorbed, unintelligent, and incredibly selfish, who think that men desire rich women who think going to therapy twice a month counts as spiritual healing. And yet the second they get rejected, their first inclination is to go on TikTok and record themselves flying off the handle. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here, drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.